Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Still pretty cool here. Hopefully, we'll warm up a little bit this afternoon. And looking to like it's going to be a nice day. Hope you have something to get your morning started. Uh, it tastes good. Okay, so I thought about it a little bit yesterday. I was a little ageist with what I might have portrayed. I portrayed some people that have done very well. Uh, Fauci's a really good example of a senior politician making everybody feel good, and he did a great job of informing people and talking to people and conveying to them priorities on how to mitigate everything that was going on. But I also wanted to talk a little bit about, but I warned you that there's a lot of older people that have conditions that they grew up with that may not be as a high priority because the world has changed. Many things have stayed the same, but there are definitely things that are different. But that sounded a little ageist, so let me talk a little bit about the problem I have with some young politicians. This happens a lot in programming world as well. There are um, what you call the flashy new thing, and the flashy new thing sometimes makes you ignore the whole picture. So one of the things that uh, old timers tend to, when something happens, they also think about some things in the past that match that and the parameters that may have created uh, conditions that were unfavorable. So let me summarize that. There are ideas, and then there are approaches to get to that point. And a lot of times, fresh minds, people come up with some great ideas. And their ideas and their planning, or their ideas and their goal, are things that we really need to do. Older old timers, sometimes we hesitate. We have a little bit of fear, and the young people are, let's get that done. That'd be great because they see the great opportunity that can come from it. And they don't saddle themselves with the implementation or plans that need to happen in order to get to that goal. And I know a lot of times that's what immediately some of us old timers do. I've seen it in young people as well. I'm actually a little bit more the dreamer. But that's the I just wanted to throw that out there that young and old, I think we have it's a wonderful world when you have a balance between the two. Right now, we have a strange demographic in the world. Have a probably a little too many older folks and few of the younger folks. I know that's the case in a lot of countries in the U.S. and hold on. Oh, she should have gotten that. Anyway, in the U.S., but especially in places like Europe and Japan and China, they've got a huge number of people that are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, and very few that are in their 20s and 30s. And that kind of shift can be problematic. So uh, it's better to have a good mix. So when you're looking at politicians, I guess my main thing was I didn't want to say that old is bad. I didn't want to say young is bad. Didn't want to say old is good and young is good. I want you to think that you need a mix of them. Right now, I think we have far too many on the older scale in our politicians. I'm not sure why. I, if I had to guess, and this is a guess on my part, I think it has lots to do with how much money it takes to elect uh, a politician, and that funding comes to those that have been in the politics longer. So it's a little bit less about principles, ideals, and capabilities, and a little bit more about can you raise enough your own campaign funding or get the establishments to back you. I think it's more what's going on nowadays. Again, I'm not an expert in election stuff. It's my perception. But anyway, I want to say I love talking with people that are yet much younger than me because oh man, my daughter is so much smarter than I am. She is so clever. Uh, Alex is a genius, and Connor, he's a leader, man. My son is he's a leader. They all have their own special stuff, but they are definitely great. Anyways, I'm gonna close it off with that. It's lovely just thinking about my wonderful children and how wonderful they are. And hope you guys have a wonderful day. And we'll talk to you later. Oh, little catching my back there. Ugh.